How do you feel about the conduct of the workshop on this topic, quality enhancement measures in higher technical, professional and management educational institutions with a special focus on NIRF all over India?
This kind of workshops are very much needed because institutions should be oriented as well as trained how they can go for this kind of, now with accreditation having become mandatory, NIRF accreditation and other kinds of assessments have also came up in the education system. Earlier they used to be voluntary, but now they have become mandatory. Not only this accreditation or assessment or performance evaluation ranking of these higher education institutions is mandatory today, they are also linked to certain benefits to the institutions. Certain incentives are provided based on these incentives. So this accreditation is now embedded into policy framework as well as funding by the apex bodies like UGC, AICTE and other government bodies. And also if you have better accreditation or ranking, you are given better autonomy. Graded autonomy is given based on this level of accreditation, this much of autonomy. If you are this much of accredited level, you will get further higher level of autonomy. And then institutions of eminence, also there is one program called Institution of Eminence. Colleges with potential for excellence for colleges with excellence. All these kind of awards are based on their performance in the accreditation or in the ranking. So there is very much importance these days for the accreditation as well as for the ranking. These both the processes are nothing but quality enhancement measures for the institutions. So and further, employers are also today asking from which college, which university student is coming based on the quality of the institution. So a lot of stakeholders are also interested in the, like parents, not only students, parents are interested, employers are interested. Even if you want to go for abroad, to get a student visa and employment abroad, they are also asking from which institution, means in terms of quality they are asking. So suddenly there is a spurt in the realization about the quality in higher education. So this kind of workshops are useful for the faculty, education administrators and directors, principals and professors to reorient themselves, because we are based on classroom teaching and evaluation systems. Beyond that, how to project ourselves and how to prepare for these quality assessments. So these kinds of workshops are very useful, and I congratulate the organizers, madam and others, for having come out with this concept and conducting it in this campus.
Sir, one more question. Do you feel that this type of comparison, all the colleges with eminent educational institutions such as IITs and ordinary engineering colleges are compared on one platform, do you find is it good or is it acceptable to us? Many are commenting that never we can compete the IITs. So they may feel, some are feeling that it is a demotivating factor. How can you nullify the demotivating factor, sir?
Actually, we have different hierarchies at different areas. In education system also we consider IITs, IIMs as class 1 category of institutions, then central universities, then state universities and then colleges. This is also to a great extent because of several inherent deficiencies in our system. IITs, IIMs or even central universities, they are very resourceful. There is no interventions at political level and other problems are there. They get the best quality of students. So that is not the case with state universities or the colleges. It is true to a greater extent. But I tell you, there are so many state universities, so many colleges which are far better than the IITs and IIMs also, if you really look into in terms of capacity utilization. In some this great reputed institutions, there are resources which are totally unutilized also. The faculty ratio, for example, if you take University of Hyderabad, is 1:10. Same in many IITs, IASC or ISRs. So they have no resource constraint and several facilities are there. I think the comparison is not a correct thing. So they are there, they are good in their own way. These colleges are also good in their own right. Colleges are bound by certain state level regulations. Admissions are not in their control. There are some reservations, mandatory statutory reservations we have to follow. And there is a fee regulation also. You cannot charge more than what state fee regulatory committee fixes. And several boundaries are there, inherent boundaries in the system. There is more emphasis on access and equity at the college level than the quality and research standards, which is not the case. IITs, IIMs are fully autonomous, but in case of state universities and colleges, it is not the case. So a state university vice chancellor is there for 3 years in many states, particularly Andhra, Telangana. At other places, it is IITs, IIM, central universities, it is 5 years. So many governance factors are also there, but there should be no comparison. Several colleges are also doing well. If we are given an opportunity, they may even do better than what we are comparing with higher category of institutions.
Sir, the new educational policy is insisting on the elimination of too many agencies, and they are trying to bring it to under one umbrella. What do you say about it, sir?
I think with huge expansion of our higher education, several regulatory agencies have also come. All these agencies have come with noble intentions only, but here and there may be some problems at the ground level with regard to coordination. What institutions ultimately need is better services for them. Whether there are multiple agencies or few agencies, colleges and universities or the institutions need good services. So whatever measures taken by the government, I hope it will help the colleges and the universities.
Thank you, sir.